I have about $20,000 worth of debt on my car still, and I don't like that. Now, as this is the kind of video where it's going to attract new viewers, I do sell Lego on Bricklink and Brick Owl, and I dabble a little bit on eBay. eBay used to be my full-time thing, and I was looking at my numbers and I said, wow, I used to like pull in some decent numbers on there. Can I just dedicate a ton of effort to eBay for 1 year and pay off my car? So that's what we're gonna do. I got out of a ton of stuff. I hate selling clothes. This has been sitting here for over a year, I think. So I'm gonna list it today and we're gonna sell it. And we're gonna grab a couple things like that. Just never got listed. Look at this floor, it's a mess. And I'm gonna use that money as startup capital to pay off my car in 1 year. Hopefully, we'll see how this goes. An extra $20,000 is a lot of money. We'll see if we can make it happen. So a couple ground rules. The Lego store has to be going. Bricklink and Brick Owl more or less cover what I need to make for the month, like month over month. eBay still kind of helps a little bit, get that little extra boost. So I'm gonna have to put more effort into Bricklink and the Lego stuff just to make sure I'm really hitting my numbers. So that's not gonna go away. The second part of that rule is if I'm out and about looking for stuff, if I find Lego, it gets dedicated to the Lego store. I cannot use the Lego to pay off the car because that would just defeat the purpose, right? So there's that. Another rule I have to institute is like revenue generated from these videos that you are watching now will also get dedicated to the thing. Because the reason for that being, this has the potential to reach a wide audience. So any like super chats y'all feel like you might want to do on this, it gets dedicated to paying off the car. That's a rule I have to follow. And the last rule, for now at least, is, what is it? Oh yes, it has to be easy to ship and store in this space. I cannot let it take over the house, which, you know, before we bought this house a little over a year ago, I had a room and it would just kind of like bleed out into the house. So it has to stay in here. I'm trying to get it cleaned up right now so we can get the car in here for the winter. But that's a rule that I have to follow. So no big furniture flips. Like, in fact, if I can like do it mostly in like books, DVDs, maybe a little bit of clothing, like that's the ideal for me. That's how I want to be doing this. All right, so we're gonna list this today. I have this American Girl doll up here that I've never posted. I don't know why. I've had it for like 2 or 3 years, I think, and just never posted it. So that's gonna go up. And then over here, kind of I just got shipping supplies delivered. Sorry for that mess. This is kind of like my working pile that I just pull stuff out of. I should get this up because it's almost Christmas time. Baseball glove. I'm just gonna like anything not Lego related, I'm gonna get up today and get some money flowing. Another thing I should mention is I come from a family of hoarders, so I may cannibalize my own stuff. I've gotten better over the years. I'm not as bad as I used to be. My wife has helped with that for sure, but like this stuff is mine. Those are my Lego sets up there. I have stuff in that bin up there that's mine, you know. Do I need it? It's sitting in a bin. I don't know. I'm gonna do some other stuff first and see how things are going. I suppose the last thing I should say before we get started is if my wife makes any extra money too, that will be reflected in the numbers. Our minimum payment is $505. So what would we even need to make over the course of a year to do that? So according to this calculator.net amortization calculator, I highly recommend you look into these. So we already pay $500 for easy math. Oh boy, we need to make an extra $1,200 a month to make this happen. Instant regret. We're gonna do it. I don't know if we're gonna do it, but we're gonna try. Honestly, getting halfway there, I would not consider that a failure. Like, I would consider that a victory. If it takes me 2 years to do it, fantastic. As I get the American Girl doll out, I thought of something. I deleted all Meta products a few months ago, maybe even 6 months ago at this point, and I have no plans to get back on that because it has been great for my mental health and productivity, and I just don't need to know that much about people's lives. So a huge limitation for me is, especially going into these winter months, is no access to Facebook Marketplace. On principle, I don't want to get a new Facebook account, but I may have to. We'll see if sourcing new stuff to do this is a challenge. But I have a feeling like making this video, telling people what I'm doing, I think people will get in touch. So please get in touch if you just have stuff you want to get rid of. If you just want to donate it, great. If we need to come up with a number, also great. But let's see what happens. Okay, here's the doll. It's a little messy. I don't know anything about cleaning dolls, so I'm gonna let somebody who does know what they're doing figure that out. But there's more stuff in here than I thought there was. There's like a mattress and extra clothes. So this may be a good little box here. All right, so I've been pulling out outfits, getting outfits put together. Some of them are better than others, right there. So that's cool. I posted 7 outfits, I think, and then 3 other non-American Girl things just to keep variety in the store. And while I was doing that, I was like, man, $1,700, I guess $1,200 a month. That's a lot of money. So I tried to break it down into a more manageable way of doing things. So I put this together. So I need to make $1,234 extra a month. That's $308 extra a week, $44.10 a day. Generating an extra $44 a day, that sounds much more manageable. I feel like I can do that. Just roughly adding up what I've posted before, roughly subtracting, you know, what fees and shipping are going to cost. I think I posted around $200 today. So theoretically, you know, if and when all that stuff sells, I've covered 40, 80, don't do math on camera, Travis, 120, 160, that's 5 days potentially of, I should have done that math before recording, that's dumb. But you get the point. Theoretically, I posted 5 days worth of what I would need to generate. I was just working on some Lego. This is something somebody bought, so thank you if you end up watching this. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna separate my regular Lego content from this series of videos, but that's a problem for another day. What am I looking for? Somebody bought the first American Girl thing. I'm pretty sure it's this one. I'll double check. So after fees and after shipping, we're gonna walk away with $31.16. So I think we should run these orders to the post office real quick. It's Halloween. I wasn't expecting a ton of orders today. It's literally just been this outfit and the Lego order, so it's fine. It's fine. I think we should hit up the thrift store with that $31 and see if we can find anything worth flipping. So the thrift store we're going to, it's called Second Chance Thrift Shop. It's a local one. As far as I know, it's the only location. I go in there 1 to 2 times a week. I often leave empty-handed. They don't always have the best stuff, but 100% of their profits go to supporting people with special needs. And I feel 10,000 times better about spending my money there than at someplace like Goodwill, where it's like you're just enriching the CEO essentially. So that's where we're heading now. An insane amount of traffic for some reason. I don't know why. And we'll see if we find anything. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Minus 331. We'll go home and post it right away because I'm not playing games. We just want to make the money. Excellent start to the series. I'm excited to see what tomorrow brings. Okay, we're a few days into this now and only sold 2 items, which, you know, is fine. It's fine. It's a ramp. We're getting on a ramp. It's gonna get better, but right now we got to post a lot more stuff. So I set up 2 auctions. I had these books sitting around. They're not going to be worth much, but like I'll probably walk away with like $8 if those sell. Auctioning off the rest of the clothes. They had stains or were incomplete, and I just don't know enough about American Girl, and I really don't want to learn. I also put this on auction because it's got that thing going on with the face. Hopefully somebody who knows what they're doing will get hold of it, clean it up. Maybe they'll add it to their collection or resell it. I don't know. I really don't care. Over here, this bed stuff has a stain, so I gotta figure out what I gotta do with that. And then this, I looked it up. It's just not worth much. Like to the point of like, oh, well, those might be cool. I don't know. I'll check again. This figure has been sitting here for a while, so we're gonna do that. I think she's missing her other thing, her other bracelet spike thing. I looked it up when I bought it, and now I don't remember. All right, it's the last day of the first week, and nothing else is sold, which is slightly disappointing. But the auctions we set up, I have a couple bids already, so those will be reflected in the next one. Let me show you what I'm going to post today. This is a Super Nintendo that I can't get to play games, or not a Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo. So I'm just going to post it as is, try and sell it for parts. These, I had a ColecoVision working. It stopped working while I was testing games, so I'm just going to do an auction of those. And then I have 2 ColecoVisions that don't work, so I'm just going to sell them for parts as is. Maybe I'll get those DVDs up too. So that's 1. I'm just going to sell them together, I think. 2, 3, 4 listings I'm going to get up today. And I never listed the jersey, so let me do that right now so I don't not do that again. But I don't know. It's the first week. It is an on-ramp dedicated, like other stuff on eBay has sold, just not stuff dedicated to the car project. So we got to get stuff dedicated to the car project moving. We'll check in next week, see how we're doing. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.